This pair is authentic, okay? I do not support you guys buying bootleg. I was young and I was misinformed and I was misguided at the time. This is an authentic pair. I did not buy this from Green Hills. I'm very happy. I'm very happy that I now have like an authentic pair of brands. Hi, I'm Nikko Ramos and I'm here to tell sneaker stories with Esquire. I guess like with many people, my love for sneakers began with a pair of sneakers that I didn't have and a pair that I wanted when I was very young in grade school. Everyone had this specific shoe. Every time it was Friday and it was PE day, I just started noticing all the kids in school started wearing this one particular shoe, and I just absolutely fell in love with it. And the story goes, I asked my parents over dinner. I say, Mama, Papa, my grades have been good. I think we could, buy me this pair of sneakers. I told them what shoe it was. I told them how much it was according to my classmates. And, my parents laughed. It was so unfathomable, at that point in our lives as a family for us to be spending that kind of money on, on sneakers. The pair that everyone had and that I really, really wanted, I had to wait up until I think a few weeks ago before I actually got myself. So these just came out again this year. It's the Nike Air More Uptempo in the original black with the white details with the Air on the side. So to all of my classmates in school who had this pair and who were flexing it on me every single week, and I wanted it so bad. I feel like I'm finally part of the club. So yeah, this is the one. This is the one that got me started. I'm absolutely in love with this shoe. It might be too soon for a retro, but I hope they do it. But this is the Kyrie 2. This is the Kyrie 2 Game 7s, which Kyrie famously wore in Game 7 of the 16 finals. This is just an incredible shoe to just hoop in. As you guys can see, it's all beat up all over there. But this is a great performing shoe. But my all-time favorite hoop shoe has got to be the Nike Zoom KD4. This is the gold medal colorway after they won the gold medal. But the KD4 is an all-time basketball shoe. This is just an incredible performance. The zoom on is perfect. That small little inscription there is actually the signature of Leo Chang, who is the designer of the KD line and has done a magnificent job with just the KD line in general. But the KD4 is it's a true treasure. It has to be this one. I'm proud of the state that it's in, but also equally embarrassed because I've just beat this pair to the ground. This is the Nike Air Max 97-1 Sean Wotherspoon, which is famous for bringing corduroy back, not in sneakers, but just back, period. A lot of the time, 95% of the time, fusions don't work. If you take the sole of one shoe and attach it to the upper of the other, that's usually bad advice. But with this, it's perfect. You would have never thought that a 97 came in a different midsole. I now think that all 97s, as perfect as that shoe is, should have the option to come in an Air Max 1 sole. My current go-to running shoe is a shoe that I've put in probably around 10 kilometers worth of road work in so far. This is the Nike React Infinity 2. So Nike gave me the opportunity to try these out lately, and no cap, this is probably one of the most comfortable rides I've ever had. So I did a road run with them. I've given them a test on the treadmill. They're great. They're fantastic either way. And it's good for recreational runners like me who do 3Ks and 5Ks couple of times every now and then, the occasional 10 when I'm really, really up for it. However, I will say though that nothing will ever beat the first Nike React. So the first Nike React Flyknit. First time I saw this shoe was on Roger Federer's feet after he won a Grand Slam, and you know, me and my wife were just looking like, yo, I think those are the new Reacts. And that was when React technology was first being introduced. I mean, just look at how gnarly this pair is. I mean, it's I've just beat this up so much. So many just runs and trips made like wearing this shoe. This is an all-time great shoe. My favorite Jordan sneaker in terms of just the silhouette has to be the Air Jordan 1. I think the 1 is just the absolute best. I think that you cannot possibly go wrong with a Jordan 1. Obviously the Travis Scott Jordan 1s people love, with a flipped swoosh, and you know, what's not to love about the Jordan 1 Travis Scott, right? This was also a really, really fun, special moment for us at Titan when we got to celebrate the launch of this, being one of the few retailers in the world to be able to celebrate the story and celebrate the shoe the way we did when we launched it. It's still one of my favorite moments of working at Titan. But in terms of OGs, the Royal Blues, the Royal Blue Jordan 1s, I like to call them the Frank Oceans. Frank Ocean popped up just randomly one day, just wearing the Jordan 1 Royal Blues, and that cemented to me even more that it's a shoe that I have to have. I'm like, this is a perfect shoe. Look at this shoe. This is a perfect sneaker. But the number one with a bullet of everything and anything Jordan is the Jordan 1 Breads. This is it. The band ones, the breads, the OGs, whatever you want to call it. The Jordan 1 Black Red is without question, far and away, the best sneaker anyone has ever done. So my brokenness continued well into college. I went to Green Hills, I remember. I had 1,000 pesos and I bought myself bootleg Jordan 1s, the Jordan 1 Breads. Not even because of the Jordan heritage or the Jordan legacy. I knew about the Jordan 1 Breads being, you know, the historic artifacts that they are because of Michael Jordan breaking the NBA uniform laws. But at that time, I wanted them because Chris Brown wore it in the No Air music video. And there may not be a lot of people listening here who remember the No Air music video, but yeah, no, I really love that song. Jordan Sparks was my favorite artist at the time. Shout out Jordan Sparks. But Chris Brown wore the Bread Jordan 1s, and I said I needed to have that shoe. And yeah, you know, people at school thought I was this big shot high roller with some classic Jordan 1s, but well, I guess maybe they did know. Maybe I wasn't pulling it off as well as I thought I was. But yeah, I had bootleg Jordan 1s pretty much all through college. This pair is authentic, okay? I do not support you guys buying bootleg. I was young and I was misinformed and I was misguided at the time. This is an authentic pair. I did not buy this from Green Hills. I'm very happy that I now have like an authentic pair of Breads. This was my grail of Kobe's. It's the Kobe 6 Grinch. There you guys go. So there you go. The Kobe 6 Grinch. When these first came out, I was, again, to nobody's surprise by now, flat ass broke. And it wasn't until they came out recently. So this is the most recent. This is the Protro release. That I finally had them. So it was a nice Christmas in 2020, you know, all things considered for 2020, but Christmas was nice because I finally got my Kobe 6 Grinch. I had my good friend RG Skills did these up for me for my wedding day. So these are a fully custom leather Kobe 5s. So this is a Kobe 5 dress shoe. So it has Bea RMS there on the back. My wife's name is Bea, and on the day that she became an RMS and joined the gang, I wore these to our small little wedding ceremony. These are completely leathered, like this is completely done up in custom leather. It's pebbled leather. It has the wax laces on there. Even the footbed inside is completely custom. So that one has personal sentimental value to myself and the wife. But my all-time favorite Kobe pair is the Kobe 11 Fade to Black, which is the pair that Kobe wore in his last game. This was the shoe I was wearing the day that I met him, and this one's autographed. So that's Kobe's signature right there, and that's 60 all day that he wrote at the back. I've told the story a million times now. He saw my 60 tattoo and thought it was pretty stupid, and he found it really funny. And right before he left on that day, he signed 60 all day on it, and then that's the one that's highest on my ranking of Kobe. Favorite was a tough question. The best is an impossible question. But I have the gang right here, so it's attendance is complete with the four shoes that we've done. Obviously, this was our firstborn, and this will have just forever a special place in our hearts. With the LeBron 16 Low Agimat Titan collab with the Titan crest there at the back, and the logos that we've kind of hidden on there. Just this beautiful kind of like Agimat colorway with the deep blue and the gold. I love this shoe. I know parents will tell you that they have no favorites with their children, but I like to believe that the firstborn is always the most special, whether you love your firstborn the most or not. But this one really just opened our eyes and opened our worlds to kind of what it's like to be a brand with a collaboration with Nike, and to follow that up with this. The LeBron 17 Low Titan with the Manila to the World story. I mean, just look at this shoe, man. I mean, I'm kind of zooming it in here a little bit so you guys can see some of the intricate detailing that we did on this shoe. And this really tells the story of the brand, and this really tells the story of the first 10 years of Titan, and obviously our desire and our destination to go from Manila to the world. The special moment with this came way before we even released the shoe, was when LeBron got a sample of this shoe and posted it on his IG stories and said, "Shout out Manila," posted it on his IG story. No one told him to. He wasn't even, just between us, he wasn't even supposed to be posting that shoe yet. We at Titan hadn't gotten the final samples yet. They just sent him a pair, to be like, "Yo, what do you think?" And he posted it because he saw it and he was so happy about the story. And that was when we went just completely over the moon. So the Jordan collabs are here. This is the Air Jordan 35 Titan, which is one half of a pack that we did with Jordan. Just saying that we did a pack with Jordan is still kind of surreal to me. The 23s, we're talking MJ here, and we're talking the shoe that is perfectly symmetrically aligned with him because of his jersey number. It's a shoe that at the time that it was released was the epitome of basketball tech and luxury and design, and to this day, just looking at this shoe right now, we didn't do anything different to this shoe construction wise. So this is super special just to see it, because you don't see the 23s a lot, because there's not a lot of 23s out there, period. To have one of the colorways of one of the rarer Air Jordan retros out there with this much kind of impact and storytelling and heritage that's laced into it, and its connection with MJ, to have one of those be a Titan colorway is incredibly incredibly special to us. So to ask me to pick a favorite is unfair. So they all have equal-sized special places in my heart. That's it for Sneaker Show and Tell with Esquire. Thanks for watching.